Hello everyone, Ace here, and today, well, let's do a follow-up with regards to the Templin Institute. For as many of you may already well know, they have in fact uploaded that video they were promising, and a couple of interesting things have transpired. For a start, the Templin Institute appears to have pretended to backtrack to some degrees by saying that it is now actually acceptable to believe that the lore for the Warhammer 40k universe is that there are only male space marines, which is an interesting pivot when their original claim on Twitter was that anyone that was making that claim was being asinine, and that the purpose of the video was to destroy their arguments further. However, if you think the Templin Institute is being apologetic because they realized that they were in fact in the wrong on this, you would still be mistaken, as the whole point of their video was to argue that lore doesn't matter. And keep in mind, this is coming from the Templin Institute, a channel that is built entirely upon covering lore. So by their own reasoning, their entire channel has no real reason to exist. Because if the lore doesn't matter and your channel is covering exclusively lore, then what's the point? And for those curious on how they're trying to make this argument, it's because the Templin Institute is trying to claim that everything is a biased narration. And because of this, they're claiming that absolutely everything that has been established in the lore so far is entirely subjective, and not 100% confirmed. Naturally, as you can see, they are getting ratioed on YouTube, and normally this would be the end of it. However, the Templin Institute decided to at least pretend like they were going to actually be open to debate, and as such decided to defend some pretty hilarious positions in the comments section. Positions that their own argument demanded they defend, such as the idea of Loyalist Genestealers, or the Drukhari being completely wholesome, or Horus being in the right. Apparently, the people running the Templin Institute failed to realize that this was all, of course, bait, made to expose them for being the out-of-touch fools that they are. Though even then, I don't believe anyone was expecting that in the case of the Dark Eldar example, the Templin Institute would decide to go down the Vosh rabbit hole of morality, and take the metanormative nihilism position that there is no real good or evil. Though on reflection, what do you really expect from someone that thinks that absolutely everything is subjective? So needless to say, the end result of making this video has been an absolute dumpster fire for the Templin Institute, and one that I believe is very well deserved. The hostility that they are currently receiving from the fandom is something that they have simply brought upon themselves, by directly attacking that fandom, and even going out of the way to argue that the lore does not matter. And again, this is a lore channel trying to make that argument. With this in mind, it's no wonder why they are getting ratioed hard on YouTube, and why they are now losing thousands of subscribers. Now, for those curious, I will of course be leaving a link in the description below to this atrocity of a video by the Templin Institute, so you can at least check it out for yourself if you should so desire. And while I don't believe there are going to be any more major updates to this particular story, I do nevertheless have the intention of providing more updates should they do actually come. But in any case, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.